Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Yesterday morning I have given Myanmar talk for local people. This is also very important talk given by our Buddha. It appeared in the Anguttara Nikaya that I intended to give yesterday already. I have intention. Some of my students, my disciples, yesterday also did ask me to give the talk. Actually, I have this intention already because this is important for those who want to do for the good of one's life, especially for bhikkhus, nuns, and meditators. Now you all are meditators. Some are nuns, some are bhikkhus, some are lay meditators. It appears in Anguttara Nikaya, in chapter of 10. The number of the sutta is 48. If you want to see the translation, you can see there. The name of the sutta is 10 Reflections of a Monk. Actually, Buddha gives this talk for the reflections of a monk. But what I understand, it is really important for everybody, those who want to do for the benefit of oneself and others. Are you all doing for the good of yourself and others? Are you not doing? No answer. Are you not doing for the good of others and yourself? Yes, you are really doing. Those who are meditating, they observe precepts. After observing the precepts, they practice meditation that whatever they are doing, what they are doing every day, observing sila and practicing meditation, it is good not only for oneself but also for those who donate things, food, shelter, clothes, water, fire, everything. Everything what you are doing here is not only for the good of yourself but also for others too. Today I give the title of the talk, Responsibility of Life. We all have responsibility in life. In the world, there are different types of people making living. Some, they are teachers. Some, they are farmers. Some, they are merchants, and so on. Teachers, they have responsibility for students. Actually, a teacher has his responsibility. If he became a teacher, he has responsibility for his job. In the same way, farmers, they have their responsibility. Parents have, if someone became parents, they have the responsibility of the parents, and so on. Everybody, they have the responsibility of their life. Now we all are meditators. Why are we all practicing meditation?
Nibbana.
To see, to know Nibbana, to make an end of suffering. Are you? Yes. We have also the responsibility for our life. Bhikkhus have the responsibility of bhikkhu's life. Nuns have the responsibility of nun's life. Meditators have the responsibility of their life too. Generally what I want to say, even there are different types of, different way of making living Even there are many people, those who are doing different way of living. Because their way of living are different, their responsibility become different too. However, they are different. Those who want to really do for the good of oneself, those who really want to do, they all have the responsibility. This is not the difference. This is the same. For whom? Those who really want to do for the good of oneself. If we are really want to do for the good of ourselves, for sure we are also doing for the good of others too. What we can say, those who really want to do for the good of oneself and others have the same responsibility in life. Now today I want to say this responsibility. We all have the same responsibility if we really emphasize on for the benefit of ourselves and others too. To be able to do this, Buddha instructs this. It appears, as I told all of you, in Anguttara Nikaya. On one occasion, the Blessed One was living near Savatthi at Jetavana monastery of Anatta Pindika, in the monastery donated by Anatta Pindika. At that time, Buddha gave a talk. The Buddha said, there are 10 things that a person gone forth should often reflect upon. How many? 10. There are these 10 things that a person who gone forth should reflect upon often. Have you gone forth?
No.
Not yet. But however, you have renounced the war already. Okay? You are now in the forest. That's why even you haven't ordained. Okay? Like you gone forth. That's why I want to say all of you in the same way, because sometimes Buddha used the bhikkhu not only for ordained persons, but also for all those who are emphasizing meditation. It was explained in commentary. Sometimes Buddha just used bhikkhus for ordained people. Sometimes for all those who are practicing meditation. You are also bhikkhu. Okay? Because you want to penetrate the Dharma, you are practicing meditation, so that's why. What are they? Number 1, Buddha said, a person gone forth should often reflect on this. What is this? My appearance and complexion has been spoiled day by day by age. My appearance and complexion has been spoiled day by day by age. Are you all getting younger and younger? No, we all getting older and older. You see now, I'm using glasses. Okay? You never see me using glasses. Now today I have to use a glass because 3 days, 4 days ago I went to Yangon for my glass. And I don't want to use a glass. Today they phone me, please use the glasses continuously. After 6 months maybe you feel better, at that time if you don't use also okay. That's why today I use a glass. It is telling me that I'm getting older. My eyes is not like before. Okay? I cannot look, I cannot read for a long time. Tears flow. Feel headache, back ear tension. So it is telling me that I'm getting older now. Don't forget, everybody day by day we are getting older and older. Our complexion changed. Our appearance, our complexion has been spoiled day by day. Don't forget it. Buddha said, please reflect upon this often. In the same way, the time I ordained bhikkhu, at the time I renounced the world, I departed from my parents. At that time, I saw my mother look still young. The day I came back from the jungle, I went to see my mother. Oh, my mother getting very old now. What happened? Now she becomes old. It makes her skin wrinkle. See here, many lines. Her skin, her arms, her face, everything now changed. Not like the time I ordained. Now also here, those who have stayed already here for a long time, my students, they are not like before. They are getting older and older, okay? But they still think they are young, okay? They behave like a young. Please don't forget about this, to reflect often upon this. What happens if you reflect again and again? You will be heedful to do wholesome things much more. That's why you must think that day by day we are getting older and older. Day by day we are not getting younger and younger. Day by day we incline to death. Some of my friends, those who are younger than me, the time I'm attending university, at that time one of my friends died. Very surprisingly, because immediately changed everything to die. Also, 3 years ago I heard one news, one of my beloved friends also died in an accident. He was working in construction site. On night time, he went somewhere on foot. And he buy and he come back. At that time, a big truck car knocked him down. He died at the spot. What we need to reflect is, day by day we are getting older and older, that whether young or old, we may die. So because of reflecting our old age, it will be benefit for ourselves. We can do more wholesome dharma in our life. This is the first thing that a person who really wants to do for the good of oneself should often reflect upon. There are also another things that we need to reflect upon often. My life is dependent upon others. Do you agree? Our lives are dependent upon others. Ordained people, bhikkhu, nuns, those who are practicing meditation. We go for alms every day. Are we not dependent upon others? We are dependent upon others. We are dependent upon the generosity of others. This is very important thing to reflect upon often. As you all know, in part of meditation center, how many meditators are practicing every day? 600, 700. People, they offer food. People, they bedding, shelter. They offer clothes. They offer medicine. They offer those things, those requisites necessary for those who are practicing here. Why are they offering these requisites to all of us? Do you know? Why are they offering every day here? Very much amount every day.
what the benefit of themselves.
That's why we need to reflect. We are dependent upon others. We are dependent upon the generosity of others. If you think they are offering for their benefit, this is not completely right. Yes, one side it is right, but you don't think about yourself. Okay? Why we can peacefully, calmly, without worrying, practice meditation? Because of their generosity. They are not our servants. They are not our servants. They are not our relatives. They are not depending on us. They are not depending on us. Why are they offering food? Because they want good results. Because of offering here, they want good existences. They want to be a person who is rich in the future. And they want to be a devil. And they want to enlighten too. Why we need to reflect this? We are receiver. Every day we are going for alms to receive food. They are not our servants. They are not our relatives. They are not dependent upon us. But they want only one thing. This is the good results from offering food here. Related to this, what we need to reflect. Are we really trying to practice meditation? Are we really keeping precepts purely? Because virtuous person, this is the fertile ground, fertile land for donors. At least we need to keep our precepts purely, to be able to do for the good of donors. Even we can't develop concentration, it doesn't matter. If the receiver's virtues are pure, clean, the receivers become the fertile land. Whatever they grow, whatever they plant in this fertile land, Buddha said, it will give great results. This is what they want. We have to respond. We have this responsibility in our life. They are offering, they are serving for us. They are really gratitude to all of us. We have to pay their gratitude back by keeping precepts purely. This is the fundamental thing that we need to do. If we reflect this often, and if we understand the gratitude of them, we will be mindful on whatever we are doing, verbally, bodily actions, because to be able to make purity of virtue. In the same way, those who are virtuous become fertile land for donors. Another thing is those who are virtuous person, also if they have developed concentration, their offering can give very great results. This is what we need to pay their gratitude back. By observing sila, by practicing meditation. Better way, those who could practice insight meditation, if they have a chance to offer anything. Those who could practice insight meditation, their offering become very, very good. That's why this is the responsibility of all of us. We need to do. Only then we are what? Living as a meditator. We are what? Receiving. This is very important. This is because of reflecting. My life is dependent upon the generosity of others. Can make all of us to be heedful in our daily actions, daily life. Another thing that Buddha suggested to reflect often is my behavior should be different from that of householders. What? My behavior must be different from that of householders. The behavior of bhikkhu, the behavior of the nuns, the behavior of the meditators must be different from those of householders. There are 227 bhikkhus rules. Sikhiya, how do you say in English?
Are they training?
Training rules, yes. 75. Monday? Sikhiya Konasanga, yes. There are 20 rules for bhikkhu, 75 rules. There, Buddha said, don't speak loudly in the village. So, don't laugh loudly. You know what? Akimbo. Don't akimbo. Okay, this is the behavior of the lay people. Okay? So don't laugh loudly. Don't speak loudly. And also, don't raise up the lower robes. Wear neatly. There are many. For example, in our country, they respect bhikkhus very much. But if they see the bhikkhu laughing so loudly, what will they feel? They will not respect that bhikkhu. Okay? If they don't respect, what happens? And wholesome mind arises in their mind. The responsibility of the bhikkhu life is to do for the good of many. If bhikkhu don't follow these 20 rules, how can they do for the good of others? In the same way, if the nuns don't do in this way, how can do for the good of others too? Okay? That's why we need to behave different from the householder. Our behavior must be different from that of householder. Some bhikkhus, they feel unhappy. Buddha don't allow to cut the tree, to dig the ground. If a bhikkhu is cutting the tree, if lay people see, what happens? Not different from me. That bhikkhu's life is not different from me. He is behaving like a man. That person, it is very difficult for him to respect that bhikkhu. Because behavior becomes the same as the householder. If the bhikkhu is digging, also in the same way. While we are eating, Buddha said, don't speak. Just pay attention to the bowl. If many bhikkhus are eating their meals, talking one another, and then speak. If people see what happened, they will not respect. And wholesome, what I mean is, I'm not telling to make them respect bhikkhus, but the purpose of the instructions of Buddha is to be able to make wholesome mind arise in the mind of the lay people. Only then the order of the bhikkhus will be beneficial for all those who approach, who support, who is serving, who is offering, those who are lay people. That's why the behavior of bhikkhus, the behavior of nuns, the behavior of meditators must be different from that of householders. Are you not householder?
Meditation.
Yes. Are you a householder? No. Yes. We are meditators. Okay? Even lay people, even laymen, laywomen. Now here, they are not householders. They are just meditators. Their behavior must be different from householder too. If they walk so quickly, people see, what type of meditator is this? Eh? Not heedful, not mindful. Okay? In this way they will complain. What happened? And wholesome mind arises in their mind. Those who know must do properly to help others. Those who know to do for the benefit of others must behave properly. To be able to do for the good of those who don't know. We don't need to blame those who don't know, but we need to change our behavior. Why? We are those who know. What I mean, who know how to do for the good of others. Buddha established the Sangha order. It is to do for the good of many. Not only for humans, but also for animals too. If bhikkhus behave so harshly to animals, what happens? If a bhikkhu is so angry to a dog, that dog so frightened to that bhikkhu, don't want to come and see the bhikkhu. You know, there is one meditator in our park. He practiced his past life. He was a crab at that time. In his last life, previous life, he was a crab.
C-R-A-B.
Yes, C-R-A-B, crab. With many legs. No, many legs. With two.
Claws.
At the near the moment of that crabs, what appear? Bhikkhu's image appear. This is wholesome object. That object is his last near that moment object. That in this life he penetrated the Dharma so deeply. Okay? If a dog sees very peaceful bhikkhu, very good. Okay? Very calm meditators, like you. Okay? If a dog sees also, they will be very happy. We should respectfully behave not only to humans, but also to all the animals too. To be able to do for the good of them. If you shout them, they fear, they frighten, they run away. Whenever they saw that shouted person, oh, I know this person will shout me. They didn't want to come near. That's why our behavior, it is very important. Not only to humans, but also for animals. If we respectfully treat to the animals, they also become very calm. They live peacefully, without barking. Really, there is one dog now in Upper Monastery. Now so very, very calm, very peaceful. Before he came here, at the time he arrived here, it's like a dog on the road. How do you say? Dog living in the villages.
Wild dogs.
Huh?
Wow.
Wild dogs. Huh?
Straight up.
Street. Yeah, street.
Street dog.
Straight.
Stray.
Yeah.
Stray dog. Bark, bite. But after he have arrived this monastery, bhikkhus behave them very peacefully, calmly. Now I see no barking. Also before he lived with many dogs, now he stay alone. Whoever bhikkhu see, they love that dog. Very peace and calm. Because of the surrounding, their behavior change. Okay? That's why it can influence not only to human but also to dog. Our behavior, this is so important. Okay? If you all are arguing one another, if the dog see what happens, is it good? Not good. That's why don't be angry. Don't shout one another. Okay? We should behave properly. Our behavior must be different from that of householder. This is very important. If you want to know that 75 training rules, please look at it. Even it is just for the bhikkhus and bhikkhunis too. All the nuns, all the meditators should behave, should train themselves, should imitate too. Because this is very important for our behavior. For our country people, it is not very difficult. Since we were young, because our country is Buddhist country, that our parents, they train us according to the teaching of Buddha, that how to eat, how to behave, how to walk. It is not much different. But for some foreigners, it is difficult. But need to train, need to study. Okay? And then our behavior will be different from that of householder, and we can do for the good of ourselves. If our bodily and verbal actions become calm, our mental actions also become calm too. If our bodily and verbal action is pure, our mind also partially pure, and we can focus on the meditation object more mindfully. That's why this is what we all need to reflect. Number 4. Do I fault myself with regard to my virtue? Do you understand? Do I accuse myself of regard to my virtue? Do I fault myself with regard to my virtue? Do you understand?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure.
Do I find fault?
And do I find fault? This is good. Do I find fault myself with regard to my virtue? Understand now? It is very, very important for meditators. For bhikkhus, it is very important. For nuns, it is very important. Do I find fault myself with regard to my virtue? Also, do you find fault yourself with regard to your virtue? For example, 10 precepts nun. Every day, I suggest, please reflect often. Do I break any rules? This is important. Because to be able to do for the good of oneself, and to be able to pay back the gratitude of the donors, to be a fertile land, we need to reflect our virtue every day. without reflecting whether our virtue is pure or not. If we are receiving the offering of generous person, this is not worth receiving. That's why we need to reflect, we need to find fault. If we see something wrong with us, or with regard to the virtue of us, please train oneself, please observe purely. Only then it will be for the good of ourselves and for the good of others too. This is what we should often reflect on. So number 5. Do my wise fellows in the holy life, on close examination, find fault me with regard to my virtue. Do my wise fellows find fault with regard to my virtue on close examination. At the end of the rainy retreat, bhikkhus, they ask, seeing, hearing, and suspecting. Okay? If Venerable see any fault in me, out of compassion, please tell me. We say pavarana. We invite one another. Venerable, by seeing, by hearing, by suspecting in my behavior, in my virtue, out of compassion, please tell me. Is it good? Very good, very good. Okay? You also should invite one another. Do you want to invite? To invite by yourself. Okay? This is very important. Someone looking at us, you can understand what is his actions. His eyes maybe not normal. He suspects something. At that time, don't feel angry. Just reflect oneself. What is wrong with me? Why she or he look at me in this way? Maybe something wrong with me. Better, instead of being angry with that person, we should gratitude to them. We should say thank you in our mind to reflect our fault, weak point. Okay? It will be very, very good. The most important thing is to be able to train our mind, to be able to make purity of our virtue. That's why whoever say something, even it is right or wrong, please reflect oneself. Have I really done something wrong? Is there anything wrong with my virtue? Is there anything wrong with my behavior? If we see, we benefit from it. We can change it. That's why if our wise fellows in the holy life, because of close examination, if they see something, and if they say, that time, be happy with it. Why did she complain me? Why did she blame me? Why did she accuse me? Don't. Okay? Better we should reflect ourselves. This is also very important. The things that we should often reflect upon every day. Another one, I must be separated and departed from all that is dear and beloved to me. I must be separated and departed from all that is dear and beloved to me. There are two types of separations and departing. Even we are alive, we separated and departed from one another. This is one type of separation, separating. Another type of departing, separating, it is after someone's death. Those who are dear to us and beloved to us. Anyhow, anyway, we will encounter this thing. Maybe our parents may die earlier, or we may die earlier. Even they are older than us, they may live longer than us, or we may pass away in young age, according to our karma. If we reflect this again and again, our reflection inclined to the practicing of recollection of death, Mrana Nusati. If we reflect it again and again, if we have to separate and depart from our dear and beloved persons, we will not feel very unhappy because we are ready at the time. Our mind at that time already our mind has been trained for a long time by reflecting this, that we can encounter, we can face with the death of our dear and beloved ones too. Do you all read the paper hanging on one of the trees near this cemetery? Do you read? The paper hanging one of the trees near the cemetery. I will now see all of you. Very good. I like very much. Remember, friends, as you pass by, as you are now, so once was I. As I am now, so once will you. So you must be prepared yourselves and follow me. I will repeat again. Remember, friends, as you pass by, because it is near the burial ground, there are many graves, yes. There are many graves. Near that grave, they hang this paper. Remember, friends, as you pass by, as you are now, so once were I. So once was I and were I. Which is correct? Was I. That they are not right. So once, remember, friends, as you pass by, as you are now, so once was I. As I am now, so once will you. So you must be prepared yourselves and follow me. How to prepare? I heard that the one who wrote this is not the Myanmar people. The one who wrote this originally foreigner. I heard Westerner, I think. Very good one. But I don't know how he wants someone to prepare to follow him. How he wants all of us to prepare. I don't know. I don't think so that he knows the Dhamma. Just he think and then he wants other people to prepare something to do good. This is also good, but we must do better than those who are doing good in the society. We can do better. We can prepare more better way. Susamarata, how to prepare?
I don't know.
I don't know. Do you know how to prepare? To follow him? And this is also we need to do. But we need to do dana, we need to do sila, we need to practice sila, samadhi and panya. This is the best way of preparing, to be able to follow those wise person who has penetrated the Dharma, who has realized Nibbana. This is the best way of preparing. This is the way we need to prepare. By offering. Every day we have a chance to do offering. I am very happy with my condition. Every day they offer me. Every day I can offer many. Others they could do. I don't want to say many. Because they offer me a lot, and then I can offer them others they could do. I can offer every day. Every morning, every afternoon, I can offer. Very good. Because donor also get 2 times. He offer me, they offer me, and then I offer others again. 2 times this is very good. If you all too, if you all want to do dana also, you can all do every day. Even a little bit also offer to one another. Very good. Okay? What we can do as a meditator, even we can't offer anything by our own, but we can do. This offering is very great because very pure. We get this very purely. Okay? Not telling lies, not killing, not cheating, just for going alms. We get it and offer others too. We can do for the good of ourselves and we can do for the good of donors 2 times, much more. Very, very good. Okay? Yes. Also sila. After reflecting our sila every day, we can do for the good of ourselves, not only for the happiness in this life, but also for the happiness in the future. Not just such way. You all can do for the good of many too. Every day, from many different places, from different cities, from different towns, from different villages, they came and offer here. They come and offer. They don't know us. We don't know them. Now in the world, they are helping one another, but only to those they know only. They are helping one another, but only to those who they love, who they dear, who they acquainted one another. But we are doing for those who we don't know. They are doing for the good of us, those who they don't know. Very pure, without expecting anything, directly. But if we keep our virtue purely, whether they expect, whether they don't expect, we can do for the good of them too. That's why reflecting one's virtue every day, often, it is very important. That's why we must prepare by doing dana, by observing sila, and by practicing concentration. Now, many of you are practicing samatha meditation to be able to develop concentration. It is preparing. It is doing for the good of oneself, and it is also doing for the good of many. Buddha said, in one of his past life, he offered 100 pots, cooking 100 pots, to the receivers, those who are not virtuous. It is not what. Even he offered a lot every day. Buddha said, those who radiate metta, who can enter metta jhana, just a finger snap, just for a second, just for a minute, that wholesome karma is superior than those type of offering. Every day offer 100 pots, cooking. This is not superior to radiating metta. But radiating metta means not just general radiating, until we can attain jhana. If it is only for a short time, it is very superior, very great. It can give very great result. This is also one type of preparation. Because of doing dana, along the samsara, if we can't make an end of suffering, we will be rich person. If we can't make an end of suffering, which is better, poor and rich? Rich is better. Doing dana, it will be being rich. If we don't do dana, we will be poor in the future. If we can't make an end of suffering, being rich is better than being poor. Sila, observing sila, it can give results. It means you will be reborn in the good realms, like human realms, devil's realms. Because of practicing metta meditation up to jhana concentration, if we can maintain until at the time of our death, we will be born in the Brahma realm. Sila, it is better than dana. Samadhi, it is better than sila. If we can penetrate the Dharma as they really are, the Dharma means here atomic mentality, materiality, cause and effect. They are always arising and perishing very rapidly. Because of seeing this, we can contemplate anicca, dukkha, anatta. Because of contemplating as impermanence, suffering, non-self, again and again, finally, path knowledge. When the insight becomes mature, insight knowledge becomes mature, path knowledge will appear following fruition knowledge. At that time, you have well prepared. You are ready to die. Okay? You will not fall to the four states anymore. If you want to be born in the human world again, if you make a wish, you can. You can choose. If you want to be reborn in the devil's realm, if you make a wish, you can be born there. How great it is. Yes? Now we are preparing for it. To follow not him, to follow the noble person. Okay? His words is very good, but we change the better way to be able to prepare really for the good of ourselves and for the good of others too. Another thing Buddha suggested to reflect often every day. I'm the owner of my actions, heir to my actions, born of my actions, actions of my relations, and actions are my shelter, my protection and my refuge. Really, we have nothing owned. And one more time, she is requesting, I will tell again. I am the owner of my actions, heir to my actions, born of my actions, actions are my relations, and actions are my shelter, my protection, and my refuge. Anything you own? Is there anything? Is it what you own? Is it what you own? What you possess? Really yours? Yes. Susamarata? Is it your own? Is it your?
Ropes? No.
Yes. Really yours? Do you own it? Do you possess?
Don't know how to answer.
And she encountered difficulties. This is not yours. This is not what you own. This is not your possessing. Actually, you are the owner of your actions only. Okay? It cannot follow you when you die. Now many meditators are stating kuti. Don't be proud of that kuti. Don't think that this is my kuti. This is my kuti. I can't allow anybody to stay here. I can't allow anybody to repair my kuti. Okay? This attachment will destroy you. Actually, this is not what we own. We are the owner of our actions only. When we die, what follows is what we have accumulated when we are alive. Whether we have kept virtue purely or not. Whether we have practiced meditation well or not. Whether we can develop concentration or not. Whether we have done dana, whether we have practiced sila, samadhi and panya or not. Whether we behave politely, respectfully to one another or not. Whether we train our mind to do things properly or not. Whether we think or whether we decide something using positive thinking or negative thinking. This is very important. This is the karma we are accumulating in our life, in our daily life. This is our karma. We are the owner of these actions. These actions will follow us, like the shadow, and like the shadow never leaves us. It is only our owner. It is what we really own. This is actions. They will follow until we take final nibbana. They will give results. That's why if someone has sons, if someone has daughters, if someone has wife and husband, this is not their own. This is not their properties. If they have cars, if they have TV, if they have a lot of material things, this is not what they own. Actually, one day they leave behind everything. They think this is mine. This is my house. They quarrel one another to possess the house, which can't follow them. Because of this, they suffer a lot. At the near-death moment, because of that attachment and wholesome mind, they fall to the full state. That's why we are the owner of our actions. Parents, sons, they can possess the things of their parents. Their inheritance. How do you say? Inheritance. They are inheritance. They think they are inheritance, but really not. Actually, the actions only, a heritage only. This is the real heritage. Not anything. Not the cars, not the immaterial things and material things. They are not really our heritage. No one can give anything, but only our actions. Also, everything born of our actions. Now, among these listeners, some are tall, some are short, some are black, some are white, some are beautiful, some are ugly. Born of actions. Born of actions. Whether you like, whether you don't like, you can't reject anything. Because it's born of your actions only. No one do. No one create you. God doesn't create it. Your karma create these results only. Actions are our relations. Actions are our relationship, really. There is no real relations in our life. Because if they are real relations, they must follow when we die. Can they follow? No. What follow us is only the actions that we have accumulated. That actions are our relations, not others. Actions are our refuge. We refuge on our actions. Actions are our protection. Our actions protect us. Actions are our shelter, where we can refuge. Here I want to tell one more thing. Now we are talking about actions, causes, cause and effect. There are nothing in the world which falls outside the cause and effect relation. Right? There are nothing in the world which falls outside the cause and effect relation. Buddha said nothing happened without causes. Everything happened because of their own causes. There is one saying, wise man saying, because of studying the teaching of the Buddha, he can write down this sentence, but in Myanmar, but I will translate it into English. If it is not correct translation, please correct me. Actions, causes, these are in the boundary of our wishes. Actions arise in the boundary of our wishes. Right? But effect, results are outside the boundary of our wishes. Huh? Outside the boundary of our wishes. Causes are in the boundary of our wishes, but effects are outside the boundary of our wishes. Do you understand this?
The effects are not.
The effects
Are not in the boundary.
not in the boundary of the wishes. I will explain. I need to explain. Very profound this is. Are you handsome or ugly? You're handsome. Good? You too. Both of you are handsome. The time you accumulate the causes, you accumulate, but with adosa, non-hatred. Hatred, if this karma gives results, if it is the direct karma, if it is the karma that appear, the actions that appear at the near that moment, we will fall to the full states. But it will not give direct results, but supporting karma. If you are reborn as a human, you become handsome. Or you become ugly because of hatred. Because the time you are angry, you have a wish to be angry, right? Agree? It is in the boundary of your wishes. The karma you have accumulated, it is in the boundary of your wishes, whether good or bad. You want to shout, you want to complain, you want to blame, you want to accuse. This is in the boundary of your wishes. But when this karma gives results, you become ugly. Whether you like it, whether you don't like it, you must accept it. It is outside the boundary of your wishes. You can't change anything at that time. I want to be handsome. I want to be beautiful. Possible? Impossible. At that time, the effect, it is outside the boundary of our wishes. That's why, for about the effect, we cannot do anything. We must welcome them, whether we like it or whether we don't like it. But one thing what we can do in this life is, what we can do in the boundary of our wishes, which is the cause. to be able to do properly everything and not to cry in the future. Okay? Because at that time, you can't change anything. It will be in accordance with your actions, which is in the boundary of your wishes, that you have accumulated by your wishes only. You can't change when that karma gives results. You must welcome and you must appreciate it. You don't need to cry at that time. Don't say anybody, help me, help me. Now people are receiving or doing surgery, plastic surgery, but after that they suffer a lot. Do you agree? They have to apply ointment, they have to lift up. When they old, what did they do?
Facelift.
Facelift, yes. Dukkha, many dukkha. That's why the actions are in the boundary of our wishes, but the results are outside the boundary of our wishes. That if you don't want to receive any bad results in the future, which is outside the boundary of your wishes, don't do any actions which you can do in the boundary of your wishes not properly. That's why we need to reflect our virtue to be able to do wholesome actions which is in the boundary of our wishes. To be able to see good results which is outside the boundary of our wishes in the future. Until we see Nibbana. This is number 7. Number 8. How do I spend my days and nights? We should reflect often. How do I spend my days and nights? How do you spend? And meditate. Good. How do you spend? How do you spend your days and nights? Focusing on the breath. Okay, great. You are doing your actions within the boundary of your wishes. In the future, you will penetrate the Dharma, you will realize Nibbana. Very, very good. This is also what we need to reflect often every day. How do we spend our days and nights? Keeping virtue purely or not? Practicing meditation or not? Training our mind or not? Doing unwholesome or not? We need to reflect this. Life is precious for those who know how to do for the good. We need to spend our days and nights meaningfully by accumulating wholesome Dharma. Dana, Sila, Samatha, and Bhavana, Vipassana. If we know that we are not spending our days and nights properly at the time, please change the way of living. Your bodily actions, the verbally actions. There are 3 actions: bodily actions, verbal actions, and mental actions. Not only we need to reflect bodily and verbal, but also we need to reflect mental actions too. How do we spend? By doing bodily, verbal, mental wrong actions? By doing bodily, verbal, mental right actions. So if we will see, if we reflect, and we will change, and we will improve our life. This is responsibility of those who want to do for the good of oneself and others. There is no other way. What really we can do for the good of others? By reflecting this all, but giving the suggestion by the Buddha, this is the best way of doing for the benefit of ourselves and others too. Another one. Do I delight in empty hearts? It means, do I delight staying in an empty heart? Sunyakari in Pali, Buddha said. It means Do you delight staying in the forest? Are you happy staying in the forest? Do you happy? I want to know. Do you happy stay in the forest? You? Are you happy? If you are happy, please don't go back. Are you happy? Yes, you must ordain. You are ready to ordain. I see many white hairs. Okay? Are you going to ordain very soon? Okay. You also? Okay? Yeah, I'm very happy to see those who know how to do for the good of oneself and others, who are happy staying in the forest, in the empty huts. Okay? Very, very good. Very, very nice to stay in the forest. This is the best way of living. Okay? Very peaceful, very calm, very happy staying in the forest.
Many insects.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It is wholesome. It is for wholesome. If you have compassion to them, okay, you can do for the good of them, okay, without harming them. Don't shout them. Okay? This is what we have to reflect often in our life. The last one. Have I attained any superior human attainment? Have I attained any superior human attainment? It is a truly noble distinction of knowledge and vision. A truly noble distinction of knowledge and vision. For what purpose? If I am questioned by my fellow monks at the time of my death, what? If I am questioned by my fellow monks at the time of my death, I shall not be upset. How about my friend Venerable? Have you attained any superior attainment? If we are questioned by our fellow wise monks, not to feel upset. Oh, I have nothing attained now. I haven't penetrated any Dharma. What happened at that time? Feel very, 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 very upset. Not ready to die. Okay? Good? Okay. Don't be heedless. Very important. Not only a monk, but also all the people, those who really want to do for the good of themselves. They need to practice the Dharma diligently to be able to say at the near that moment, don't worry anybody, I'm ready to die. I have the Dharma to penetrate, I have the Dharma to pay attention, don't worry, go. Good? Okay, this is very important. Now we practice. Well, our purpose must be this, to be able to realize the Dharma, to be able to attain any superior human attainment. Hear what the Buddha said. There are 10 types of wholesome karma can be accumulated by all the lay people. You know what they are? There are 10 wholesome dharma. What can be accumulated by all the lay people? 10 punya kiriya. What to in Pali? Sri Lankan nuns, do you know? What is first one? You must have. Dana. Okay? Sila. Bhavana. And then Vyavasa. Vyavasa, do you know? Volunteer work. Doing volunteer work. Okay? Dana, offering. Sila, virtue. Bhavana, meditation. And another, helping as a volunteer. Another, sharing merit, what you have accumulated in every day. Sharing merit to others. And then rejoicing when you hear the sharing of others. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay? This is number 6. Okay? Already number 6, right? Please tell me again. Dana, Sila, Bhavana, helping as a volunteer, sharing one's own merits, and receiving, rejoicing the merits shared by others. Already number 6, huh? Another one.
Listen to Dhamma.
Hmm?
Listen to Dhamma.
Listen to Dhamma talk, yes. Dhamma Savana. Listen to Dhamma talk. Now today you are doing. Another, discussing the Dhamma. Every day you all are discussing with me. Not every day, sorry. What is the last one?
Number 8 only.
No, already number 9.
It must be the same as the other last two.
No, I'm thinking I forgot a little bit. Giving a Dhamma, preaching the Dhamma.
So for others.
One another also. Because now I'm giving a Dhamma, preaching the Dhamma in this way. If you explain the Dhamma to someone, this is also preaching the Dhamma too. Yes. Right, Detti Kamma. It is having right view. It means already having faith on karma and its result. Altogether 10. See? This is what all the lay people can accumulate in their life. Here what Buddha said, superior attainment means higher than this. Not just this 10 wholesome karma. Higher attainment means path and fruition knowledge. Jhana, concentration, this is superior attainment. Bhega, path knowledge. Phala, fruition knowledge. These are higher attainment. At the near that moment, if our fellow monks ask whether you have attained any superior attainment or not, if you have to say then, no, I haven't attained any, you will feel upset. Not to answer in this way. Please reflect this often in your life. This is the suggestion of Buddha. These are the 10 things that a person should reflect on often. We all able to reflect often every day. After reflecting, may you all make an attainment. And when someone asks all of you at the near that moment, friends, have you attained any superior attainment? Happily, yes, I have. Don't worry. Okay? We all be able to say, I have attained superior attainment at the near that moment. When your fellow friends ask you, may you attain Nibbana in this present life.